Hi everyone, welcome back to Rock Steady. My name's Tracy, and in this video I'm going to talk about lighting. So a lot of people have been asking me to do a few little help videos because I've been going for about a year and a half now. Yeah, I'd say a year and a half. And obviously when you first start out, you don't have a lot of money to spend on lots of equipment. So I've been doing a few little help videos and I'll carry on doing them. But I don't pretend to be one of these YouTube entrepreneurs with, you know, hundreds of pounds worth of equipment. I'm just basically making the best of what I've got around me. And that's all we can do. So when it comes to lighting, and how I learned was basically, I used to do this when I first started off. My main channel has 6,000 subscribers, and as I say, I've been going for a year and a half. When I first started off, it was in my room, in my bedroom at my other house, very well lit, and that was my problem, was trying to stop too much light. And I would have spots in the room that were better, so I would just move around. And then when I moved here, I found that the living room was where I first of all started doing my videos, and again, good lighting. And then my partner made me a yarn room, because obviously my main channel is a crafting channel. And well, to try and get the light right in here was a mission. I've got a white wall which bounces light back, so if I turn all this around it would be way too much. I've got a window that lets in a lot of light there, and other than that, a ceiling light that just saturates. So one of my subscribers bought me this halo light, so that's pretty good. And it's a big one, but not a big one. It's, I suppose, the size of a dinner plate is what it is. So it's not the most humongous ring light that you can get, but it's got a place for your phone or camera. And since I got that, lighting has been a lot better. But I'll show you. It's got quite a lot of light, and if I start to up it, it starts to get a little bit oppressive. So I have to have this on the very lowest setting, which in itself, not enough. You play with any of the settings that I've got in this room, and as you can see, the disastrous effect it has on my light. So basically what I've learned over the time is that 3-point lighting produces the best results. So what does that mean? Putting a lamp behind you. Now later on in life, when your YouTube channel's taken off, you can invest in those lovely lamps that you can have freestanding, just like this ring light, and you can position one behind you, one at the side of you, and one in front of you, and it will give you way better light than this. But for now, the light sources I have are a lamp behind me, the ring light in front of me, and a window, which I have to keep the blind more or less down, otherwise it's not good, or if I open it, it's worse. So it's just a case of playing with your light sources to get the maximum effect. Now some days when it's really sunny, I have to lower that a little bit more, otherwise it's just too much flare on this side. I can't put the main light on because it's just too saturated. So 3-point lighting, definitely the way to go. You saw what happened when this light source is too much. You saw what happened when that one is. Now if I turn this one off, again, it's not too bad, but there's something missing. Sorry, when I put this on, it will go through all the colours of the rainbow before it comes back, because it's one of those morph lights. It just so happens it's the light that I had in my bedroom and I brought it in here, but it kind of, the way it's making my face change illustrates what happens with different kind of lights. Illustrates the point nicely, I think. But that's what I've found anyway. Now it doesn't matter, the light source behind doesn't have to be over your shoulder like it is for me. It can be on the floor, it can be looking up, it can be above you looking down, as long as there is a light that's not oppressive behind you. And you need one at the side and one in front, and that will produce a well lit subject that's not green. It will stop doing that in a minute. A well lit subject without going out and spending a fortune on all these different pieces of equipment, because after all, when you first start off, you're not really earning any money, so you don't need to be spending a lot of money. Now, would invest in a nice halo light. You can get them really cheaply on Amazon or anywhere else, come to that. You know, they're quite reasonable price now. And as long as you've got one with a little tripod, or this one came with a small tripod and a big one, so I could put it on the countertop. But to be honest, I leave it set up and I just up and down wherever I want it to be. So that's the one thing I would invest in. They won't break your bank, but at least you know you've got a good light source in front of you. But that's all I did, was played with different lights coming in until I kind of got something which illuminated everything that I needed to be in shot, you know. So if I'm showing yarn, for instance, on my craft channel, then it's lovely bright light that's going to show the yarn, but it's not going to, sometimes if you put it too close to the light, it will bleach the colours out. You can see it, you get to a certain area and it flares a little. So just play with how far away you have your light. If you get too close or if you're too far away, has a different effect. So that's basically it. 3-point lighting behind, at the side and in front. And you need it adjustable, so you can adjust that blind up and down. It's gloomy out there now. It's lovely and sunny this morning. So, you know, you've got different ways to, you can always just put up a sheet. If you can't, you know, if you haven't got curtains, just put up a sheet which will diffuse that light. That's all it's about. Finding something that, if that was too bright, I could put just like a little cover over it to diffuse it. So that's what I would do. Just play with the light sources that you've got. But 3 points is by far the best. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. There are other YouTube help videos and there'll be more coming. So I know it's not the glossy entrepreneur sitting in front of you showing you the 6-figure salary they earn and all that. I don't like that anyway. You know, I'd much rather somebody who's going through the same thing as me show me. So that's what all I've got to say really on the lighting, until I can afford to go out and splash the cash on better lights. I'm making do with what I've got. As they say, make the best of a bad job. So thanks very much for watching. Stay safe, take care, and bye for now.